Tomorrow is my 1 year anniversary, alhamdulillah. And these are some things I've learned over the past year. I've heard this so much that people would always say you're going to change after getting married. And I would think, no, I'm not changing. Like, I'm going to stay the same. But this is actually true. You do change after getting married, but it's hopefully a good change. I feel like I've learned so much about myself, good and not so good things, which you obviously, as time goes on, you learn to work on. Being married, you're definitely tested with patience as well. Not everything will go your way. Next one I would say is communication is key. Don't assume. Like, definitely communicate things, because then you end up making up some random things. It just makes everything 10 times worse. Sometimes you're going to need to be the bigger person to actually communicate, and that's fine. Never sleep on an argument. This is something we always said to each other before we got married. We're never going to be doing that. And that way, whatever happens, you sort it out before the end of the day. The other thing, remember, you both had different upbringings. Like, you've both been brought up from completely different families, and you've seen very different things. I think number one is respect. Showing respect to each other is so important, even around other people. When you're talking about each other to others, it's one of the most important things in a marriage. You and your husband, you should be able to help and push each other when it comes to your religion, your deen. When one person's too lazy to pray, the other one should push them. Allah should be the center of your marriage. Like, genuinely, you won't have a successful marriage if you're not talking about Allah, you're not talking about Islam. Show appreciation, like, compliment each other. If you've seen that they've done something that you really appreciate, do say it. You should be able to be so open with your partner. I think, like, they're your best friend. You shouldn't have to hide anything from them. I think being open with them is so important. Next one I would say is don't compare your relationship to others. Like, there's so many relationships on social media that we see, and then you start to compare. Don't do that. Or if you see a family member's relationship and you're comparing yourself, that's just going to cause so many issues in your marriage. Like, they may have an issue in their marriage that you don't have, and vice versa. Look at the positives, like, look at the good things that they are doing rather than the negatives. The honeymoon phase, I know it's just 1 year in our marriage. That should never stop. Like, when people say, oh, wait till you get to 10 years. Like, do not take that advice. Obviously, everyone has ups and downs, but there should always be that spark in your marriage. Having quality time is so important. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. Like, it can literally be you guys going to a coffee shop or having dinner together or having breakfast together. Is honestly the little things. Another thing I'd say is read up on how the Prophet and the Prophet's wives used to be with each other. I think that's an amazing way for us to better our character as well. But that is everything, alhamdulillah, I've learned in my 1 year of being married, and there's so much more to learn. But may Allah protect our marriages, and inshallah we can work on bettering ourselves. I don't even know if bettering is a word, but